All right, let's jump right into this explainer. You know that universal frustration of seeing Candy Crush, TikTok, and a dozen other apps you literally never asked for, cluttering up your supposedly fresh Windows 11 installation? It's an annoyance we all share. But today we are going to walk through exactly how to take back control of your PC and banish that bloatware for good. So here's our game plan for today. We'll start with the bloatware epidemic, look at a really cool 2-click prevention trick, fix up a minor region error, dive into the PowerShell eradication solution, and finish up by running the uninstaller script. Let's get to it. Starting off with Section 1, the bloatware epidemic. Seriously, why is my start menu so crowded? Look, I'm sure you know the pain. You boot up a brand new computer or finish what's supposed to be a totally clean install of Windows 11, you open that start menu and bam, what do you see? A total crowded mess. You literally have to right-click and manually uninstall like 20 different third-party apps just to get back to a clean baseline. It's a huge waste of time, it's super frustrating, and honestly, you just shouldn't have to deal with it. And hey, if you're feeling this pain, you are definitely not alone. The tech creator Theo Joe actually tweeted about a solution to this exact problem recently, and it instantly racked up over 1 million views. It eventually became a full-blown video tutorial because, as it turns out, millions of people out there are just absolutely desperate for a way to stop this bloatware right in its tracks. Moving right along to Section 2, the 2-click prevention trick, stopping bloatware before it even starts. Okay, so our first method here is this brilliant preventative strike. When you're doing a fresh, clean install of Windows 11, you're eventually going to hit a setup screen asking for your region and currency. Now, instead of clicking your actual country, you just scroll down and select English World. Why? Well, because the bloatware Windows installs is highly region-specific, meaning they serve completely different ad apps to different countries. So by doing this, the installer gets totally confused. It basically goes, I don't know where the world is, so I'm just not going to install any of these apps. Just like that, with literally 2 clicks, you have completely outsmarted the operating system. Which brings us to Section 3, fixing the region error. Oops, where in the world are we? So outsmarting the installer does come with a couple of tiny, super easily fixable hiccups. The crucial thing here is that when you proceed with the setup after selecting English World, the Windows out-of-box experience, or OOBE for short, is going to hit a snag. You're going to see an error screen pop up that says OOBE region. But don't panic, you can safely just hit skip. Like we just talked about, Windows simply doesn't know where world is on a map, so it throws this totally harmless error. Just skip it and keep going with the setup exactly like you normally would. Now, once you finally boot up to your desktop, you're going to see this beautiful, clean start menu. But if you try to open the Microsoft Store right away, it'll probably throw a currency error at you. Because again, it has absolutely no idea what currency the world uses. To fix this, it's super easy. Just open up your Windows settings, head over to region and currency, and change it right back to your actual country. Boom, the Microsoft Store magically works again instantly. And the absolute best part? Theo Joe actually confirmed that even if you restart your PC, the bloatware does not come back. Once it's gone, it is gone for good. Let's manage our expectations here for a second, though. This trick is really a surgical strike against third-party shortcut installations. You know those annoying icons for TikTok or random mobile games? Those are actually just shortcuts that auto-install the app the second you click them. The world trick stops those dead in their tracks. However, Microsoft's native default apps, like their built-in Edge browser or the Mail app, those are still going to be left behind. But hey, as Theo Joe noted when some users were complaining about this, if someone hands you $1, you don't complain that it isn't 5. We take the win, right? All right, Section 4, the PowerShell eradication solution. Time for a deep clean. So, what if you do want those native Microsoft apps gone? Or what if you aren't doing a fresh install and you're dealing with an already cluttered running PC? Well, before we look at the code to fix this, let's quickly define a term you're going to see a lot: apps package. It sounds super technical, but it's really just the official, slightly intimidating term for built-in Windows application packages. Basically, it's the exact bloatware we want to surgically remove from your system using a script. To make this whole process incredibly easy, Theo Joe provided an amazing open-source script over on GitHub called appxuninstaller.ps1. Setting this up is an absolute breeze. First, you just download the script. Now, because Windows usually blocks random scripts from running, just for your own safety, of course, you'll need to open PowerShell and temporarily allow it by setting your execution policy to remote signed. After that, just launch a PowerShell window right in the exact directory where you saved the script, and you are ready to roll. And oh, here is a really fun fact about how carefully the script was actually built. If you look at the raw code on GitHub, you'll see this massive block of random-looking text right at the bottom. A user actually asked about it, and Theojo explained that he included a signature using his own super expensive EV, or Extended Validation Code Signing Certificate. He literally did this just to ensure the script runs smoothly for users who might have their computers locked down with really strict security policies. I mean, that is just a great little touch of developer dedication right there. Next up, Section 5, running the uninstaller script. Say goodbye to bloatware. Let's see how this automated script actually builds a list and banishes those pesky apps. The way it works is honestly so elegant. When you run it, it immediately fetches and lists every single Apex package installed on your computer. It then pauses and asks you to create a really simple text file called list.txt in that exact same folder. You just copy the names of the packages you want gone right from the PowerShell window, paste them into that text file, one per line, and save it. Then when you press any key to continue, the script reads your text file and does all the heavy lifting for you, automatically deleting every single app you listed. Boom. Done. Now, there is a very important note that's actually baked right into the script's interface. It literally stops to warn you. Do not uninstall any packages if you're unsure about their function. Guys, this is serious. Some of these Apex packages are totally vital for Windows to run properly, so please be careful here. Only add packages to your text file if you know exactly what they do, so you don't accidentally break your operating system in the process. What's really awesome about sharing tools like this on GitHub is the community of power users collaborating in the comments. For instance, a user named David Arsene pointed out that while the basic script removes the app for the current user, you can also use commands like remove apex package all users and remove apex provisioned package. These are slightly more advanced commands that completely scrub the apps from the Windows image itself across all user profiles, which is fantastic if your main goal is trying to free up actual hard drive space. And you know, the community is constantly trying to make deep loading even easier. User DanTheMan827 even suggested in the GitHub comments that someone could turn this whole process into a winget installer command. Winget is Windows native package manager. If someone actually sets that up, in the future, banishing bloatware might be as simple as typing a single line of code into your terminal. How cool would that be? So there you have it. Whether you're clicking English World on a brand new PC build to outsmart the installer right out of the gate, or you're running that custom PowerShell script on your daily driver to surgically remove leftover Microsoft apps, you now have the ultimate tools to reclaim your PC's start menu. Because at the end of the day, it's all about making your technology work for you, not the other way around. So I'll leave you with this. Which method will you use to take back your PC and banish Windows bloatware forever?